BRBs here, since we are back. So hello, folks, we're back in the 16 and a half hour of the 24-hour Dungeons and Dragons streams. We raised $1,477. That's $1,477. 140 more than some people would call elite. We are on a roll here, folks. Our goal right now is to hit $1,811 to edge out Chloe Monroe, a Wizards of the Coast dev, just to say we could do it, to put us in the top 4 earner of Wizards of the Coast Dungeons and Dragons live stream. So we're really excited about that. We're excited to be in the top 5, honestly. That's just amazing in and of itself. But the donations that you guys give go 100% to kids in need. We don't see a penny of it. And you get to alter the way the game is played. There were multiple donations to bring in bros. That was a big part of the game a couple sessions ago, and the last session. We just got... Ash, you find an immovable rod. Holy crap, there was a hidden compartment in your bow this whole time, and it housed an immovable rod.
Wow, just appeared out of nowhere.
Almost as if by magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, that's where we're at. You guys just have dropped off Drusilla, and Aleks have just been dropped off by Brosif. You guys are all back together. Oh, real quick, why don't I just have Homer tell us a little bit, because you do some stuff on the internet, about who you are, and we'll just kind of talk as we reintroduce the characters for people that may have missed out.
Yes, I'm a professional troller. I troll people. Not really. I do some streaming. Haven't been doing a lot, but I'm looking at soon doing a new D&D stream using 5th edition rules, but in the Stranger Things universe. Hopefully be starting that soon. I am working on the conversion right now, but I'll be doing that here on Twitch. Evil Homer 10, pretty much anywhere.
Do you have
That's
any
me.
plans for when you're going to start that?
I actually... I had originally planned on doing it like last week or the week before, but things happened, and now I'm probably not going to do it until after TwitchCon, which is at the end of the month.
Okay, cool.
Which I'll be at if anybody wants to come say hi.
Yeah, if you guys like the completely, totally normal human male who is striving to become the next Man-Bat.
Striving.
Alright.
Yes.
Possibly becoming. So why don't we just get a real quick recap of your two characters, especially you, Homer, since you haven't been around for a while.
Yeah.
So let's hear a little bit. We'll start with Amy. Just give us a quick rundown of your character. Ewok Fuzzy Nuts, thank you for the follow.
Ewok!
So another one of my boys. Hi, Ewok.
So.
Oh, yours too? Watching too.
So yeah, Amy, why don't you give us a real quick, just who is Drusilla, real quick?
Drusilla is Wood Elf. She has lived alone for a very long time, but since she came in contact with Ash and the others, she has found a family again. She is very happy and has a lot of magic items she doesn't even know or remember to use. And she fits in wonderfully in the awkward or weird creepy team that we have been going on lately.
Yes, and why don't we just have, you can just make this up entirely. What have you been doing since you left and returned?
I have been meeting up with an old friend that I had in winter and I haven't seen in years. It's also where I got my new goodie from.
Okay.
And I have been spending more time with Butternut, Squash, my golden hamster, and Ismashel, my oyster.
That's right. Your oyster that produces a pearl every,
months.
every 6 months. Why does my...
Come on, guys! To keep going a year.
So, Alright, so that has been going on. You have since parted ways with Brolish, the Darrow druid, who has gone off in his creepy ways to do no one knows what. Dude just freaks everybody out, though.
Yeah, he does.
So, you, alright, so that's what you've been up to. What about Alexander? What has he been doing in the time?
Well, Alex took Mr. Rurik, Jalinar's character, on a little joyride on Barry the donkey. I think he was a donkey.
Yeah, donkey.
We went on a mystical adventure to free his soul from the gourd that was in my keep that I now have.
Yes.
In order to determine how to free his soul from the gourd and back into his normal body, I spent a lot of time going through my contacts in the Blood Hunters Order. Basically, that's what I've been doing. Is I spent all my my time trying to free this out, accumulating more power of my own, trying to figure this out. In doing so, I have now taken on the moniker of Man-Bat and doing some heroic deeds. I now have. Yeah, I have the mask that I acquired previously that I wear.
Mm-hmm.
I now have a cloak of the bat, which allows me to kind of fly through the shadows, do some stuff like that. I have my demon armor that I previously acquired in Phandalin.
Mm-hmm.
And in my research, I came upon an entity that granted me a wish. And said wish I used to basically remove is a bad phrase. I wanted to shift the negative energy, the negative impact of the armor into a positive aspect in the armor so that I can use it effectively to fight more evil.
Okay.
I had ideas of what that could do, but I leave that up to you if you so choose.
No, you had ideas, so by all means. Let me hear what you got.
So basically, I wanted to remove the aspect of not being able to take it off if I need to, and
Fair.
the disadvantage from demons
Yep.
that it had imposed on it. And I was hoping to channel that into basically making the gauntlet part of it more effective, the spiked gauntlets that it makes.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to basically use my wish to reforge it so that the current aspects that I get with the bonus armor, and then as well as basically channeling that +1 weapon I would get and put that power into the actual armor itself. So instead of taking another extra weapon, I was just going to try to actually utilize this armor with the wish, taking away the benefit or the negative parts and adding that in there, and just further becoming the Man-Bat that I want to be. And I also got some boots so I could be like, a parkour person, basically. I got the long striding boots, whatever the heck they're called, the ones that let you jump like 30 feet or something crazy like that, and run up walls or whatever it is.
All right.
Craziness,
Yeah. Sure. It's late. I don't have that much energy to think what can happen. All of those things that you wanted are granted by the magic wish from this entity. You now are basically Batman, but the Man-Bat.
Vampire Batman.
You're Blade Man. It's not the Mega Man villain. It's Blade mixed with Batman.
Yeah.
That is you,
Are
right?
you that gourd?
No, he's not a gourd. He's not gourdish. That's more.
Amy was calling me Batcord in chat earlier.
Oh, was all right. Well,
That gourd.
we'll see. You never know. Crazy things, stranger things have happened, literally.
So, basically, the long and the short for Jalinar is, I figured it out. Currently, I have some people performing a ritual to join him back together that will, for next session when he's back, he should be, I guess, back in his normal body.
Okay.
Just making stuff up.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I like it. We're done. We're gonna let that happen. There you go, Jal. So, you guys are all reunited. I'm gonna say that Shannon and Ash, you can fill them in kind of on the information that you guys have found out thus far. So that's, as you guys are kind of making camp. Or not making camp. It's the next morning. It's like first thing in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
heard there's an egg has hatched at some point. So,
Yes.
are we done? Should I just go back to my keep? Are we all set?
Well, I introduced Evie here on my shoulder, just chilling there. And then I tell him the whole story about this Pumpkin King, and we're on our way there. He's pretty evil.
And just for reference sake, I actually was only in and out while I was gone because I was in another D&D campaign at the same time. So
Sure.
I don't actually know all the facts of what happened. I was kind of in and out.
Okay. Basically, so you know that that Gordon clearly has some other thing going on with him. That much you were
Yeah.
correct.
So, yeah, that started right as I was leaving, basically, in Phandalin.
So basically, they dicked around for 3 hours and then realized they had wishes that they needed to use. So they wished for the dragon egg. It appeared. And then a super sad, almost heart-jerking moment, the egg hatched, and the final wish was used to permanently bond Ash and her emerald dragon to her, so that they can communicate telepathically and always know each other's location, no matter where they are.
Okay.
Then they went to. They were walking through Neverwinter, where they ran into their old allies, Shannon and Scarlet, who had to draw from a deck of many things. Scarlet was trapped in an alternate dimension, forever trapped there until someone freed her, and Shannon had all of her magical items disintegrated.
That
and the
sucks.
Dungeon Master used some of his $100 donations to rewind time with a wish spell, and they drew again. And in doing so, Shannon found 50,000 gold pieces worth of jewelry, which she used to then buy a bar in Neverwinter.
Okay.
She is now a very successful businesswoman.
There's so much
I'm not
better-
surprised.
Ash and Shannon went to the library and found an old tome about a book that was told them all about the Gordic history, and about how in the time before the humans, sentient gourds and plant creatures roamed this earth and the realms. And then as more people started to come into the world, there was a legendary, or not a legendary, but he became infamous Gord, who grew to immense power and started rallying all Gords against the races of humans, elves, dwarves, and so on, to try to enslave the world with his Gordic magic. However, there was one wizard, a legendary wizard, who knew of this, and no one believed that any of this was happening. And this great wizard Linus pulled together all of his magical power and smote down this great pumpkin that no one believed existed, and trapped his energies away in another realm. However, a remnant of this great pumpkin, the Pumpkin King, remained, traveling from person to person over the centuries, latching on to weaker creatures to try to facilitate a way to return himself to true power. However, about 10 years ago, he latched on to Gordon, and the process in doing so blinded Gordon, and then he basically sat stagnant for 10 years because Gordon just had no other ambitions but to sell gourds on the side of the road as a blind person. So this super powerful entity was just stuck on the side of the road until you guys came along and decided to bring him with you. And then everything changed. And that happened. So he got freed, and they believe he's trying to rally power yet again to try to enslave the world. So we'll see what happens.
I like what you did with the Linus reference, by the way.
Yeah, you should have seen. Katie was just losing it as I was slowly building up to that reveal. They also met a character, a wizard who's basically Christopher Walken.
Yeah, I briefly heard that. I popped back in during a break, and I heard you doing it, and I was like, "Who's this Christopher Gordifer Walken guy?"
Yeah, and I saw that post. So that happened, and then as they were leaving, before they encountered you, they fought a headless horseman. which Scarlet took down, and then, which is one of my favorite things, picked up his Vorpal longsword and just peaced out. Like, so that +3 decapitating longsword went with the character who left. So
Forever.
Which I thought was pretty great.
I like it.
And my favorite part about all of that, one was that she got super swole, has a 26 strength now. She's crazy, bro. She developed a new workout routine for 90X, that will get you swole in 90 days or less.
I'm gonna market it. I'm going to copyright it and market it and help her with. I'll take 10%, but she can take the rest of the profit.
Yes. So a lot has happened. Oh, and they learned that where they teleported him away, where they believe that Gordon has moved to the town to the far east from here of Sleepy Hollow. They believe that's where he has set up shop, and is Ash was plagued with nightmares of people being pulled beneath the earth by vines and animated scarecrows stalking through the lands, attacking people, as Gordon rises to power. So
we're not done.
No, not
No?
really. It was all supposed to originally be about this dragon egg, and then they remembered they had wishes. So that changed all of that. And I set up Gordon enough with foreshadowing that it could actually be a thing, so...
Yeah, as I say, when they first met him, like, the second time they talked to him, I remember you mentioned that entity, so...
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah, but, man, D&D, you never know what's gonna happen with this stuff. You know, things could go any which way. So, you guys have all grouped up, they filled you in on everything that's going on. Tracking down Gordon is priority 1. Trying to get to the town of Sleepy Hollow, which you guys just left. Neverwinter. There's over here.
What if I had come back and used my wish to just kill Gordon? Where would we be now?
Well, one, it would be extremely dependent on how you worded that. Because if you wished to just kill Gordon, many, many things could happen. You know? It could fast forward time 3,000 years until Gordon died of old age, and you guys are all left in a desolate world that's ruled by gourds. Could have been a thing, depending on how you worded it.
Kill all the people named Gordon.
Yep. You know, there's lots of things you could have done. Then you could have said, like, I wish Gordon was never born, but who knows how that, like, the butterfly effect that will have on the world.
Yeah, he would have just gone into some other body that wasn't Gordon.
Exactly. So, yeah. So, Gordon is Jack Skellington, the Great Pumpkin from Charlie Brown, Sam Hain from the Real Ghostbusters, and also Real Knowledge of Real Spirits, as well as Voldemort. All rolled into one.
Wow.
Not power-wise, just that's where his story has come from, as I've been thinking about this as we go along. I thought Gordemort was a little too hard to just run with, because people laugh a little too much at Gordemort, so I just went with Gordon. So, you guys know all of this. What is your next plan of attack?
Where are we at right now?
You're like just a little bit outside of Neverwinter. And you've got
Honor.
quite the trek.
And we, slept somewhere and all that stuff,
Yeah,
right?
you, made camp on the side of the road after you defeated the Headless Horseman.
Okay. So, I guess we just keep going.
Okay. Let me see where I'm going to put this. It's really hard to read this map because its resolution's pretty low. So I gotta get this long enough to get you till noon, so I need to figure out how far away this place is gonna be.
Sure, we'll get something in between traveling.
Oh yeah, there'll be things that happen.
No, gosh.
Who knows?
That's
Something
right,
else could
right,
happen,
again.
and then all of a sudden that's the new main quest. I never know with you guys.
We could just, we could do a whole session where we redecorate my keep.
Yeah, we could,
That's
actually.
true.
That's all the way down there.
Oh,
No,
first yawn.
no.
Folks, first yawn.
Oh, don't do that. You're fired.
Oh. Ah.
Relax, guys. Alright, I got this. I've done a 30-hour stream before. 24, that's 6 extra hours.
Yeah, you did. I was there too.
Let's go. It's in... I really can't read this, but right, because it's really fuzzy and the resolution's low, but it really looks like this forest is called the Very Wood. So I imagine this is like the Doge Wood, so it's like very...
Can we
much-
name
much
it Fairywood?
forest. What?
Berrywood?
Like Barry, the donkey.
Yeah.
Sure. I really like the Doge Wood. It's very wood, it's much forest, but we'll go with Berrywood.
Oh, Donkey was pretty good too.
Nope. Berrywood, it's on the far
Oh.
east. Actually, it's on the farthest east as you can be on this piece of paper map that I have in front of me. So, you guys set out. It's gonna take a while, which is unfortunate because that will allow Gordon to amass quite an army, and the time it takes to get there. Sorry. So, hey,
I don't want to yawn yet. Okay.
listen.
You made me yawn.
Well, Amy, you're nuts and have been up for
Okay.
a million hours.
Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning.
I like to get up to theoretically attempt to prepare, then not do any of that before the stream started, so I was up a lot earlier than I planned to be. So, you guys are heading out on the road. Almost like old times, but, with this sense of impending doom, as this seemingly helpless old man that you saved out of the goodness of your heart turned out to be the vessel for some hellspawn demon deity. Light, why don't I have you roll me a percentile roll as you're traveling along?
I don't
I
want
guess
it.
You can pass it on to somebody else if you'd prefer.
Nah, it's fine. I got it.
I guess you can say that you can learn a lesson from this. Don't help beggars near roads and in gourds.
12.
Horrible.
It's a horrible
It's a
idea.
horrible way to think about it.
Yeah,
I'm down for it, though.
yeah. Light, you find some mushrooms on the side of the road.
Could I search
I
for
know?
things I can make from?
Yeah, we could probably attempt to do that. Light, make me a nature check.
So, have we figured out if this guy is fae, fiends, or undead?
10.
No, between the two of you, you're like, these look like edible mushrooms, but I'm not really sure. We could try them and find out.
Want to eat a mushroom?
You haven't, Alex, because this is older magic. It's hard to really know. The Headless Horseman that they fought, basically for all intents and purposes, because there was a little bit of a body behind there, was a fiend, if that helps. Give you an idea. You don't really know too much about it, but
Yeah, just wondering. I'm really asking if they figure anything out in my absence, just because I'm adept at tracking those kinds of creatures, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah. No, they haven't figured that out. The texts or ancient, they actually do have the notes that they have dictated, but it's hard to say. Some things, as they were reading through the text, in one line it'll almost refer to him as almost like a god, and another it'll refer to him as just some sort of hellspawn that was formed into a pumpkin. Other ones just think it's a plant, like a really crazy plant. So the literature is not exactly definitive, but it's been thousands of years since his original rise to power.
Okay.
So yeah, you find the mushrooms. Do you want to eat them or pick them? You guys don't really know what they are.
I'm fine with not eating.
I'm just gonna look at them and kind of I know there's good and there's bad mushrooms.
That is true.
Don't know which one this would be.
That is also... Alright, so you guys can just move on if you want from the mushrooms.
Could I look if I can make something from the nature around me, like something for my herbalist kit?
Sure. Make me a survival check.
I can assist her on that.
Sure.
Do you want me to roll or
I'm waiting for Amy to roll to start.
Boop.
You can assist her if you would like.
So
There's only one number higher that she could get.
Yeah.
So...
it would have been 16, so yeah.
24. Yeah, you find some things. I'll tell you what they are in a second once I find them.
Nice.
Because I have that thing that I did for the other game with the herbalism kit for you. Just gotta figure out which one it is. I'm looking for a green table on the right side of the screen. That's my only go-to for trying to figure this out.
Do it.
It's proving more difficult than it should be. I may just say we scrap it because I don't want to delay the game while I look for this. Just do one quick more glance. Nope.
No, you need to fill time. You delay it all you want.
Yeah.
That's
You have
also
like
true. I do need to fill time.
8 more hours.
I know. Where the hell is this thing?
The whole game has mostly been delayed by side quests.
No. This game...
Technically, you already completed the main quest.
The main
Yeah,
quest
we
I
have.
completed from a wish. Like...
Yeah. We got sidetracked.
Because
Before
of
we got the wish.
Because deck of many things, you know. Again, like I said, there's a reason I called the deck of many things donation, because why not? So there you go. That solved the whole quest in an instant.
Yep. Pretty sure the giants are pretty confused. What happened to the egg?
Yeah, giants are just like, I think there was an egg here. Pretty sure.
What egg?
You saw an egg, right? Hey, I got it. So you got a 24?
Yep.
Okay, roll me 2d6. You find some spur root. This stuff reduces visible scarring on people. If you refine this spur root, it will start the regrowth of a missing appendage. If you refine it with your herbalism kit.
If anyone loses a head, I can help now.
Did you say a head?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
A head isn't an appendage. That's like a finger, a toe.
I know.
Maybe
I'm
an arm
just-
if I'm feeling generous, which at this rate probably.
I'm just teasing about that someone almost got their head cut off.
Yeah, I almost killed Katie with a decapitation from my auto 20 on the the Vorpal sword, but I was decided to be nice. So.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, so you guys travel along further, heading along, I guess this would be the long road. This map has seen better days. Yeah, you'll be traveling through the Neverwinter Wood. It's on a slightly more beaten path, but it is nicely forested. You saw your mushrooms right at the entrance. It's starting to, the sun is starting to set. Why don't I have Shannon go ahead and roll me a percentile roll? Ooh, that's one I don't think we've gotten before.
So,
There is a wanted poster on a tree in the forest. The wanted poster says wanted, and there's like a picture, like a silhouette with a big question mark in the middle, and it says man bat. With a reward posted for 15,000 gold, and underneath it says signed the Zentarum. Those of you who, you guys are all familiar with the realms. The Zentarum are That other name that they go by is the Black Network. The Zentarum is essentially like all of the shady people, the underground, the mafia of this realm. Like, they do what they want, when they want, and whatever it takes to get that information. So, like, you know, they're just shady underbelly dealers to get money, to gain power. That's kind of just their whole MO. Like, the Emerald Enclave is to restore nature and make sure there's balance. These guys are just, like, shady, and you can't really trust them as far as you can throw them. And, you know, the Harpers being the, you know, the agents of kind of good that use a similar kind of stealthy spy tactics. These guys are just, like, bad news. And clearly, as people that do underhanded dealings throughout all of the major cities and all of the realms, a vigilante masked in the night, parading around, stopping and putting an end to their crime ring, just doesn't sit well.
I wonder who this Batman is.
I like how she said it the other way, not Man-Bat. But that other trademark thing...
Batcore?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I take down the wanted poster and I roll it up and I put it in, like, my backpack.
Alright.
You get a raise.
My backpack.
Your backpack.
Okay.
Alright, so you have the backpack.
Does Aleks always wear the mask, or is it just like a once in a while thing?
It's a backpack that I wear around my belt, by the way. My waist.
Belt pouch.
So it's a fanny pack?
But I was thinking more like a utility belt, but yeah.
I know, it's fine.
I like the funny pack.
It's a utility fanny pack.
Yeah, yes. The most stylish in senior citizen suit.
It's a bright pink.
Yeah. It's a holdover from an earlier time. It's
All
got
of
the
us
nice
have
big
seen
plastic
that.
clip in the front, you know, this plastic material that hasn't been invented yet, but it has, that makes a really loud click when you put it together, and the bright white zipper on the pink fanny pack.
None of that.
Yeah, so...
I can't wear bright pink. People would see it in the dark.
No, it's not pink.
I mean, I
Blue
would.
and pink.
I just can't.
What was the question? Was there a
Who
question?
asked it? I don't think so. I think you're going crazy.
No, I was gonna say, you know, I'm like drifting off. We all saw the poster, right?
Yeah, you all saw the poster.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even hide the fact that I took it down and rolled it up, and this is interesting.
Yeah.
Grab
Something
it,
got you
roll it.
thrown?
Dad, there's a request to turn the roll 20 sounds down because they're apparently way louder.
I
Than
dropped the needle. I dropped the needle.
There are roll 20 sounds? I don't hear any.
What?
It's like the
Yeah.
when you roll. I'm not sure how you turn those off, though. To be completely honest with you,
There's a volume bar in the gear section.
it's pretty low because it also does the master volume, like the music volume. Is there one separately for sound effects?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I-
I'm just looking for a needle that I dropped.
Is it like
so-
the chat beep? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, the chat beep. Yep.
I don't know. I guess there's one that says enable background for chat beep. You could, I guess you can take that off.
Oh, was that? Let me see.
Yeah.
If you scroll down.
Yep, I'll turn that off. Got a new donation. All right.
I've lost my needle.
I don't
I've lost
know
the
what's
needle.
going on over there on your end, Amy, but you're just spewing stuff off about a needle.
I dropped the needle on the floor.
Yes, no,
now
I understand,
I
but
lost it.
to other people on the outside, they really don't know what you're talking about. We don't know what you're doing with needles over there. So,
I found some needles and I was trying to put them away. Like, oh, it's dangerous, sharp, and I'm not really in the right state of mind. So put them away, and then I dropped them. And now I have
Do you have
needles
tape?
on the floor.
yeah.
I do not.
We did get a new donation, a $25 donation from an anonymous donor. We got
What?
$25 is for a catchphrase. However, I got, please use the catchphrase.
catchphrase?
It didn't specify a catchphrase to use, so I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be.
I think we should say the catchphrase then for the catchphrase.
I was gonna say,
like-
maybe that is the catchphrase.
Yeah.
Please use the catchphrase.
That's kind of where I was
Is the
thinking.
catchphrase.
So
We could do that.
you're walking. You guys are working your way through the woods, having picked up the poster. Heading through. Yeah, if Varial, if that was you, it cut off. It just says, "Please use the catchphrase," and then it stops immediately. So right now,
Oh.
remember wherever you go, there you are. Got it. Okay. So I'll work it in. I don't know why it didn't come through either. So you're walking through the woods, having this conversation, or just talking, idly by, and having rolled up this Man-Bat poster and put it in your backpack. And you guys make it through. You're still in the middle of the woods now, but the sun's starting to set. So, what would you
Doesn't
guys
bother
like
me
to
at
do?
all.
No, it doesn't bother you at all, Man-Bat.
Uh-huh.
So, what would you guys like to do? Do you want to keep pressing on? Do you want to make camp here in the woods? What's your thoughts?
What? It's the
I
sun
don't even think
setting.
twice. I'm still walking to where we're going.
Walking, I thought we had a horse.
I don't have a mount.
He doesn't have a mount, no. Honestly, we have Jericho, the mount, and then we have Bob, the barbarian that Ash rides, the bro-barian that Ash rides, with the long flowing white hair, the rippled pecs, and the sunglasses that he wears, with which out he is blind.
Oh, Katie's quote.
Yes. Had
Like
my
Elsa.
original bot worked, we would have been able to add quotes so that you could quote things later on, but it didn't go through. So,
Variant.
you're working your way through the woods, and yeah, would you guys like to stop at? You see, Aleks is just walking ahead of you guys. He hasn't stopped, so it's up to you guys.
And how late is it right now?
I'll say like 7 o'clock.
Well, that's up to you guys. Maybe we can go. Well, I can see.
Shannon's the only one who can't.
Yep. We can go a little on further and just have a torch on for Shannon.
Okay, so you guys move on a little bit further through the woods. It's now about 10 o'clock at night. 3 hours pass. What would you guys like to do?
Find camp.
Yeah.
You guys
We
are
have a
looking.
battle camp.
You guys are looking around. You do have the battle tent.
I do.
You're looking around trying to find a camp. Make me a survival check.
Ooh.
We'll say light because said she was gonna look for camp.
23.
23. So you're looking around. You're like, I don't know if it's over here, and you're like looking around. But then you realize that you're not really looking around. You've got Bob walking around for you. He's your mount, helping you find spots. And you're like, I don't know, Bob. I don't think this is a good spot. And you're like moving him all around, and he just like turns up to you like, bro. Remember, bro. Wherever you go, there you are. And then you're like, you're right, and you find the perfect camp spot, and you set up a battle tent.
Okay. Set it up.
And you have a campfire, eternal campfire ring.
You do. You can
I
set
do.
campfires with your ring very easily.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Made a
like
little
the
camp.
clapper for campfires.
It is.
You're the perfect camper.
You start a campfire, and just because you can, you're like, out, on, out, on, out, on, out, on. Out,
That's
on.
what I do.
So as she's
I'm
doing
like-
this, it's too bad there's only one bro, because this is basically like a strobe light. Like, it's too bad Scarlet isn't here for this accidental rave that you've created in the woods. As it's just like... So everything is like moving like really slow in the strobe campfire.
I can use my banjo to actually add music.
Yeah, but it's a banjo, so it's like... It's just not, it doesn't flow very well.
Can try.
You could try, but it's just not. But anyway, well, you're pretty sure. Thank you to everybody who followed into Flint Forge, Flint Forge Gaming, and I just Shadow Silver who just followed. However, you are aware that now if there is anything here in the forest, they know you're here due to your banjo playing and flash, strobe light you made in the forest at 10 p.m. at night of a fire going on and off. So, stealth is pretty much not an option for you at this point.
We'll be fine.
Well, I mean, if we stop and then...
We already set the tent and we're doing this at the campfire, so...
True.
Where you guys make camp for the night? Are you guys doing watches? What's the plan?
Yeah, watches.
I'm always watching.
Oh my.
I was waiting for you to say something like that. I don't need sleep. Just watch.
I'm always watching.
Swear to me.
Swear to me.
So, who's taking first watch?
I'll take first, I guess. I can meditate for 4 hours if need be.
Oh, that's right. You're an elf, so you're good in that respect.
I'm a normal human. I need 8 hours of sleep.
While I'm watching, could I refine my spurn something?
Yeah, make me a herbalism kit check. Yeah, you do. You refine it, so this salve will spark regeneration of lost appendages.
Boop.
Shadow Silver, no, Homer is not Batman. He's the Man-Bat. Not to be confused with the actual Batman villain, the Man-Bat, who is just a humanoid bat.
I almost pulled a picture of that. I was going to send it to you and ask you to change my avatar.
We can do that if you want.
It's fine.
Yeah, he had a wish that, he's got spiked gauntlets on his armor, he's got a cloak that lets him fly, and also turn himself into a bat, so he's actually more of a Batman than Batman. It's an interesting thing. He's also kind of got some blade stuff going on. It's crazy. This campaign is crazy. Everything's crazy.
It's fun.
So, Drusilla, you take your watch, your 4 hours, you trance for the 4 hours. You're actually awake and aware of what's going on. So you actually now have a full rest. So you're actually all good to go. So everybody else can actually sleep while you just stay up all night if you like. Although, you do notice that not in the tent. Aleks is not in the tent. For he does need to always be watching.
I'm like up on a tree branch, just
absolutely
staring at people.
If I'm done,
Watching you all.
If I'm done with my trance or meditate, I'll just stare at you. Like, I'll stare back like there's a stare competition.
Well, he's more surveying the surroundings, I would assume, as the Man-Bat would.
Actually, unbeknownst to them, I have to consume meat, so I actually go out at night and feed.
Oh, that's right, 'cause I forgot about that. Because you're like a vampire. That's right. So, yeah, you stalk off.
No, I'm a normal human.
That's right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're completely
I'm
normal.
a human.
As you stalk off into the night, you find, you're able to find the food that you need to maintain your existence as the Man-Bat. So, yeah, that's fine. This is just
I
absolutely
love her just
ridiculous.
shaking her head at me.
It's just
Every
insane.
character you
Things that have
create
happened.
is just insane. Like, because we play together in other campaigns, but every character that he plays is just, I don't even know. I can't explain it, so I'm just shaking my head.
Just next level character strats, it's cool.
Yep.
So, I can't even. I need a pumpkin spice latte because I can't even right now.
I have a pumpkin spice shampoo.
You do. You do. But you don't want Ash to see it because you don't want her to think that you've gone soft.
No, I've used when I was away from the party, so I have fabulous hair.
Your hair is fabulous and it smells like pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Wish I had hair.
I mean, you do. You're normal human hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Speaking of which, I got.
You forgot about hair? Normal human hair?
Yeah.
No, we got a donation, and I completely spaced. But fear not, whoever donated this, I have remembered.
What?
In your travels, as the Man-Bat, your hair trimming kit was stolen from you.
Somebody donated for me to lose an item?
Yes and no. So, it was a very specific set of events that need to happen. So
Very
why
specific
not?
set of skills.
Yes.
I leave notes everywhere that say, whoever took my grooming kit, I will find you.
Very particular set of skills. I'm very good at stealing hair trimming kits from completing normal humans. So this is completely insane. As you're traveling along, you're heading off, consuming meat, and it occurs to you that your hair trimming kit has been missing. It must have been stolen from you in one of your Man-Bat raids.
Yeah, I must be distraught. I probably just stare at it all morning when I'm actually, not doing my nightly things. In the day I probably, brood in a cave and lament over the fact I don't have any actual hair, and I probably stare at it longingly. So I might actually be heartbroken right now.
It's actually, yeah,
if I had a
sort of
heart.
kind of was I don't want to call it a full-on link, but it was something that tied you back to the humanity that you once had.
Yeah,
So
I wasn't
are-
kidding. I actually would be upset a little bit.
So fuck it. You've heard tale that on the path that you're on, you think that the thief, through your superior detective skills that give you knowledge of things that no one could ever possibly have, because, seriously, sometimes it just makes me upset. You're the Man-Bat. That's the answer to that question. You know that in the town of something... God, this map is so hard to freaking read.
It's a really weird town name. Kind
Yeah.
of long, too.
Shorten it to whatever.
Longsaddle, we're going to call it.
Whoa,
Which is actually
that's a weird
the
name.
path that ends out of this once you leave the woods. You have a feeling that the thief may be there.
Not for long.
Right.
Alright, so you guys you wake up in the morning, everybody's refreshed, proper amounts of meat consumed as necessary.
For normal human
Feeding
person.
Evie.
Feeding Evie. Yes, Evie eats treasure. She eats gold.
What?
Perfect.
Oh, gold.
Feed her a treasure. I give her a gold.
She eats it. She's eating the gold, just chomping away at it with her little tiny emerald dragon teeth.
Can't wait till a certain person comes back.
I was very concerned when I see the dragon eating gold.
Well, you know the dragons, I mean, they do prefer... This is a traditional dragon. Traditional dragons do prefer eating a kind of like a mixture of meat and also of precious metals and gems. You have gold readily available. And this is a young dragon. This is kind of before they start to try to build a hoard to sleep upon the gold. This one is consuming it, getting its iron, or gold, as it were, since that's the element you're technically getting.
Can I take one of the gold coins and start trying to shave a little bit? So I stick it with the meat kind of thing, like a topping. So it's like a mixture kind of thing.
Okay, because originally I thought you were shaving with a
Oh,
gold
no,
piece,
no,
and
no.
I was like, you have facial hair that you're shaving with
Oh
a
my
gold
god.
piece? What the hell
No.
is even going on? No,
You're
yeah.
sleeping. You need more coffee.
I'm
She made
fine.
another wish.
I'm shaving, if I take a knife that I have
yeah,
or
you're
something,
making
I'm just
it-
kind
yeah,
of...
I got it. Shavings
Yeah.
of the gold. I understand.
If you need gems, I still have 20 gems.
Oh yeah, she has the staff that has the gems
Huh?
in it. I forgot about
I have
that.
20 gems.
She's shaving the gems.
Oh, I
So-
guess I could
Break it in
make them into... Yeah, I guess I could, break them and... Yeah.
No,
If
yeah,
you
can-
want. If you want to offer Evie some
Of course,
food.
I'll offer my... Is it my nephew? Or no, it's my
Niece.
niece. Yeah, of course I'll offer my niece gems.
Yes. So
Am
you summon forth your staff, and it's just a rainbow cavalcade of 10 different gems, because it was 2 different patches for the gems. 2
Yeah.
each of 10. So it's like a rainbow assortment of all sorts of gemstones, and like, EB is like freaking out. She's so excited by this, and she's like going through and like taking a bite out of one of each gemstone to taste the rainbow, as it were. And she's just so happy.
I'm so happy.
And she looks at you, and she starts to kind of like gesticulate her mouth like she's trying to speak to you.
Aww.
And trying to say her first word in Draconic, and it's like,
Ew.
and she's looking at you, and she's like, bro, is the first word that she speaks.
She'll put her hand
a
on
lot
her
of time
heart.
around bros. So
Yeah, Leah will put her hand on her heart and go like, "Aww, bro."
Too bad Scarlet wasn't here to hear.
I know.
It's so sad.
So you guys are heading on, and Alex, do you tell anybody about your missing hair trimming kit or item or
We could
whatever it
probably
is?
buy a new one, actually.
No, this one has
Sentimental value.
Okay then.
I mean, do you tell us? You tell us that something's missing, at least?
It's up to
Help
you.
you?
It's completely up to you.
I mean, I probably won't give you the specifics, but I'll just say that something important taken from me might be here.
Okay. So on our way, can I
I
smell?
made Katie proud.
What?
That, was it pumpkin? Pumpkin spice? Oh, that shampoo smell?
It might be smelling
go
me
ahead,
then.
Make me a perception check.
Who?
Well, Light, she's specifically asking.
No.
Light, do you have any rerolls of natural ones?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
26.
You smell coming from Celia's hair the smell of pumpkin spice.
Huh. You smell like pumpkins.
Oh, man. Infighting.
He's infected. Killer.
Oh, I have a gourd.
That's a different smell, though. It's not a pumpkin.
And I was in a city that had pumpkin spice.
And that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't seen you in days.
I still have a city full of pumpkin spice. It's Neverwinter. What do you expect?
Alright. Just checking.
So,
I also have a bow. It's like tiny gourd, but still.
do you have anything specific that you like to say, Light, or are you just gonna kind of let that slide for now?
I'm gonna let it slide for now. I'm gonna keep it in my back pocket for right now.
Hanging on
Fester.
to it. Alright, let it, oh, is that an insult, perhaps, that you have suffered, that you would take forever and nurture as part of your flaw?
It's not, I mean, she didn't insult me. It's like more of a kind of like, I feel like she's hiding something.
Of course I'm hiding things. I'm a hermit. What do you expect?
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and insight check her.
Go ahead and do that. Amy, make me a deception check.
Deception check? Oh god.
Well, it's a
Versus-
10.
Versus her 10 insight. An 8. This bitch is hiding something.
I take her underneath my wing. She is an aunt, and she's not telling me something.
Bro.
Do you want to have every secret of me told?
She's not being a bro.
That's not broic.
It's
Even
not
bros
right.
have secrets.
Not from other bros.
No. All is fair and bro and swole. Something.
I just asked you about the pumpkin.
Yeah, that's all she asked was about the pumpkin, and you're getting like, no. You're hiding something from me. Perhaps there's...
Yeah,
But what is it, though? You don't know.
you might be smelling my shampoo that I had from the first city.
But
What,
how
you haven't
long
watched
ago?
I don't know,
How long ago was that?
a few days.
She's a ranger. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Word
So it's
from
a-
Garrett's.
I have it for a few days now. Actually, I don't use it. I don't barely use it. It's like in my backpack, just there, smelling nice.
So,
I sent you a really important message on Discord, by the way, Ted.
I'm gonna check it.
Could I actually use my bag of tricks? Oh god.
Broken.
Great. I'm excited for that.
I figured I could help us at the end, keep us a little going.
Yeah, it'll definitely... Oh, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Don't need it again.
Oh no, you just have to wait and see. Alright, so, you guys make it to the town of Longsaddle, as you guys are... Unless you have anything else you want to say, Ash, to Drusilla. She smells it.
No,
It's
I'm
spice.
just gonna keep that in my pocket, and I'm going to look at Evie, and I'm going to actually tell her in my head. I know she's hiding something.
And she kind of gives a knowing response back to you. That she's picking up what you're putting down. She's got it.
I'm hiding a lot. I have a lot of secrets.
Even in D&D, they form cliques.
Yeah.
I just want to know about the pumpkin smell.
Mean dragons.
Why?
Yeah,
I mean,
dragons.
dragons.
I
Why?
was
It's
gonna-
just pumpkin.
Oh, I think we got another donation. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
We did. Alright, got it. Done. We'll get to that. Also, like, I just want to point out that if it ever comes up, EB does have access to a cantrip.
Oh yeah, I didn't get it that far.
That's fine. She can cast friends, I think, just so you know. If you need to. Emerald Dragons
Okay.
have a little bit of magic.
Does it use a command phrase?
Can't see good.
And does it, I'll be there for you?
So we staying out friends.
Sure, let's say, because why not? You know what, honestly, you think about this and you're like, you know what? Sometimes you just need someone that will be there for you when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or really, at this point, even your year with this whole thing that's been going on. You had your egg stolen, you summoned an evil deity. It's just not... Yeah, it's just rough, but you're doing your best you can. So.
And you know what, though? Wherever you are,
Yes. Bro, remember, wherever you go, there you are. He just seems to have this insight to just when you're feeling down, Bob's got your back, man. With his flowing white hair and his bro shades.
Just
Actually,
great
it'd be
as
more
hair.
like this, like... Bro, remember, wherever you go, there you are.
and don't forget to wind your watch.
Yes. I've got whoever made that recent donation, don't you worry. Is coming up. So, you make your way into the town of Longsaddle, following Alex's lead, as he's on a mission. Clearly a man devoted. A man just set on a path to find this.
It's like I'm honed in with sonar. Echolocation, perhaps.
Yes, it's almost as if he's blinded by anything else. Blinded like a bat to anything else but his task. So, what would you like to do once you get into the town? It's like lunchtime in this town. It's a very small town here. But small towns often have the chance to be corrupted, as Aleks well knows. All it takes is one man with just a crazy evil idea and a little bit of power can kind of cow these people to his will. So, what would you like to do?
Aleks knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men. Oh wait, no,
Yes.
wrong hero.
That's fine. He can know that too. But unlike others, though, I mean, my brain is not working. Bane quote. He was made in you think you born in the dark. I shaped in it. I really can't remember. I've seen that movie like once because I didn't really like it.
shadows are your ally, do you? You mean that?
Yes, you gotta talk into a mug, and that sounds perfect.
That's the key to.
Work for a container.
I can't do it. After, I feel like most voices aside, like, I mean, nothing can top Kit's voice was amazing. I can't. That was one of my favorite things of this whole campaign.
I think that was my favorite.
It's so great. You make me make me a history check, Aleks. You're trying to, or a charisma check, whichever's higher for you.
Definitely charisma.
Alright, so just make me a charisma check. 17. You're kind of moving through the town, and you guys are kind of just observing, but, like, this is a side of him that you've actually never seen. You're moving through, gathering information, trying to tap into just the things that you pick up from people as you walk through town, possibly kind of doing your much lesser version of a Ghost Rider vengeance staring into people's eyes, trying to intimidate them, get some information out of them, trying to anything you can get on who could be the criminal mastermind of this town as you travel through. All the while keeping mind on your ultimate goal, but still attempting to try to find the culprit here. You start tracking down information. You kind of get an idea of you think where you might have found this person may be held up. There's a warehouse in this town, because it always is a warehouse. On the outskirts of town, you think that might be...
Where all the shady stuff happens.
Exactly.
Gotta move those goods, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Them stolen grooming kits. It's probably a huge grooming kit operation.
Yeah, it's just false. They're like cheap combs that break after one brushing.
Or like the little tiny ones that are so small, they're like this big, and it's just like a little tiny comb for grooming a beard or something.
Mhm.
Those ones.
So...
Or your eyebrows.
Yes. So you find that this is where the operation is going down, and you're ready to set up your stakeout. It's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, but you hear that that the person you're pretty adept at this point.
Oh, it's like second nature.
That's true.
It's like finding bugs at night in the air.
What?
Ears.
As one would say, certain creatures end up doing.
Normal human males say.
You find. You hear,
I hear everything.
let's go with, I can't remember. So let's go with, Basil, you hear is the name associated with this criminal mastermind.
So Austin Powers handler?
No.
Is it his
It's
name
probably,
Basil?
I can't remember if it's Basil or Basil in...
Pretty sure it's Basil.
Well, I'm trying to...
That's
The
fine.
word that I'm thinking, the world that I'm going
The
with here
great
for
Miss
this.
Mouse
So.
Detective.
No, Basil. That's Basil of Baker Street, which is also a fantastic movie. I have not watched that in many years. Great monster.
Such a good movie.
Such a good movie. So you hear
What
that
does
this
it all
is,
mean, Basil?
Yes, you hear that this is the name associated with this criminal mastermind who's probably running this entire operation.
Oh, so
He's
it's not
going to
even
be coming-
the specific person that took it. It's just the guy running the whole thing.
Yeah, well, he might have. You never know what kind of information that he's been able to gather, but you have a feeling that he might have been the one who either orchestrated the theft of your grooming kit, or is the culprit who did it himself. And he's going to be at this warehouse tonight. You pick up information in the streets, cause sure.
What's that laugh for?
I have no idea.
Discord.
A Discord. That is awesome.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
she did a Bro
amazing.
90X ad.
Oh my god, you're amazing.
I'm gonna have to put the link.
Okay.
This is
to that.
great.
Let's see if that should work. That's the Bro 90X, guys. Get swole. Just
Is there a dog doing Bro
the
90?
dog, because Jericho's getting swole too, because he had to carry Shannon with 50,000 gold worth pieces of gold on her back. So the dog had to get just buffed up to just be able to carry that amount of gold.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Anyway.
Yes.
Oh my god, Katie is amazing. Can't wait to see what else happens as we get through this. So, do you tell the group that you're planning this stakeout, or what's your plan for this? You know he's going to be there.
I think I'm going to do the shakedown alone.
Okay. So,
Manbat runs solo.
that's true. He does. What do you guys...
Ever since I don't know, what's another word for Robin that's
Robin. Bird.
ever since name will come up with later was taken out. I run solo.
Let's call him, God, what the hell? How about, Drake Tim? Drake Tim, when Drake Tim was taken out?
Yeah, Drake did. He was killed by the jester from the Bardic College of Satire.
Yes, exactly. It was devastating to you, apparently, in the couple of days you've been gone. A lot's gone down for Aleks. Yeah, Benzyme says swallow. Yeah, a lot of bad things have gone down.
Yeah,
in
swallow.
the 4 days or so since you've been here with the group.
Apparently I got a sidekick, lost a sidekick, lost
It's
a
kind of
grooming
like when they
kit.
introduced Bucky to Captain America. Like, he was there because Batman had Robin. They're like, actually, this is kind of lame. He's dead. Also, now he's Winter Soldier. But we're not going that
So now
storyline.
he's good again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's fine. Anyway, so you guys, Aleks, I don't know, what do you tell the group as the sun begins to set?
Tell him have a good night's rest.
You sure
I'm a
you don't need
normal
any
human
help?
Male, I need to go to
Sleep well. I'll be watching.
That's terrifying.
So
A little bit of mouth breathing. I'll be watching.
Yeah, it's not helping. It's really not helping.
So what do you guys do? He kind of goes up to his room as normal human males do.
And then turn into a bat and fly away once they can't see me.
Okay. So you fly away silently as you head
That's how
over.
I do my. That's how I
So
do my
he went to his room and
He
he
did.
did that.
Yes. He went to his room, shut the door, and then turned into a bat and flew away out the window.
Probably after you guys went to bed.
He probably, yeah, I'm assuming.
What a punk.
What a
Are we
punk,
having
did you say?
another rave party?
Yeah.
Wow, alright. So
Can
you,
I insight check him?
when at what point would you like to insight check him? Before he leaves?
Or he went to bed?
Before
And
he
I
went
told
to
you that I'll be watching
bed. Yeah, go ahead and insight check him.
because I wasn't lying.
You get the feeling that he's telling the truth, yeah. He will be watching.
Oh wow. That's totally not creepy.
I'm gonna cast greater invisibility on myself and like follow him into his room.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna stealth. I'm gonna actually cast Path without a trace on myself, so I can get that
You guys
10
really-
extra.
You think Faerun's greatest detective doesn't know if you're invisible in his room?
If the walk without trace doesn't cover me, I'll do it as well.
Okay. All of these things happen because for some reason you all. Well, Shannon doesn't really know Alex that well, do you?
I don't know him at all.
You don't know him at all, so you
This
could be
normal
suspicious.
human male just showed up and he's acting really weird.
You know what? I have no
This
absolutely.
is the normal human male things I'm doing. We go to sleep at night in our rooms. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, sure, I'll say you cast Greater Invisibility and you manage to sneak in. No problems, let's say. The other two, though, you don't... He is acting a little strange. You have met him before. But I'm going to need you both to make me stealth checks. Not you. I will say Shannon managed to trail him with her tiny form with her Greater Invisibility.
So it's plus 10.
Wait, I didn't get to use any persuasion against them when I talked to them earlier, and they were on the site.
Okay, you totally can. Absolutely.
I have a plus 11 to persuasion.
Oh my god.
I have a plus 15, so...
Yes, she does, but she didn't persuade, she incited. So, to you, he did say, I'm going to bed. Stay safe, I'll be watching. But he
If
was
he's going to
telling...
be watching, why would he go to his room?
Because he likes to watch from his room.
Why did he
Peepholes.
just stare at like a warehouse for like an hour earlier today?
You know what, Shannon? I'm gonna allow Shannon, having only just met this guy 2 days ago, to be completely suspicious, because I'm fine with that. So you are invisible in his room. Let me get you other two to roll stealth checks. Although he is a guy you've worked with before, but let's just say.
Yeah, but I would also, because seeing him with his bat thing, I mean, taking down that sign, come on.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that is just... Sure.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead and
just
roll me
saying.
stealth checks, the both of you.
Plus the 10 from...
Yeah, plus the 10 for Pass Without Trace. 19 to 29. And Amy?
Plus-
So it'd be 30, actually. It'd be 30 for me.
30, two
20.
30s.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also...
I have ship perception, so I'm probably not going to know they're there.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna say that
Yep, there you
obviously...
go.
Yeah, so Shannon can sneak in no problem, because she's invisible and tiny. The other two, it's gonna be interesting, because, you guys have to sneak into a room. He's just in a small room. But for the sake of why nots, because that seems to be another theme to this stream, you guys just manage to kind of peek through the door as you see him, like, look around. He waits a little while, and then you see him transform into a bat and fly out the window.
I kind of imagine us creeping in his room, like tipping our toes, and just looking
Like you're
at her,
both,
like,
like,
you're doing it
Scooby-Doo
too.
around the door frame, like,
Yeah.
head and head, like, looking in as you see him, like, into a bat and fly out the window.
I like how I'm the vampire that just turned into a bat and flew out the window, but yet somehow I'm creeped out by the fact that all three of you wanted to turn invisible and then go to my room at night. under
But
the
you don't
vaguest
know
of
this.
suspicions. I'm saying me as the player.
Yeah.
I'm disturbed by this.
So, you
Oh,
fly away.
there's a story here.
And seeing him turn into a bat, I'm gonna drop the greater invisibility and I'm gonna cast polymorph on myself and turn into a bat and follow after him.
Okay. So you guys, stealthily peeking in the door, see him turn into a bat and fly out of the room, and then see from nowhere Shannon, her form appears, and then she also turns into a bat and flies out the window.
See, so it's not even weird that I turned into a bat.
So that's just what you guys see.
No.
I don't know what your thoughts are.
I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to...
So they
Keeping
fly out
tabs.
the window and are flying away in the dark outside.
Yeah, I can see in the dark.
Right,
Yeah.
but they have like what's a bat's fly speed? Anybody know? 60 feet probably.
I believe it says specifically it's 40 feet.
I thought it was 30.
Nah.
For the
Oh,
thing
for
that
that thing.
for the thing I use, it says 40 feet, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say 40. Just say sure. So I mean, they take off probably at a full dash at this point, so they're like booking it. They're flying, so they're not restricted by, moving. And you guys were in the room, and they are gone out the window, at like 80 feet every 6 seconds. So
I mean, I can fly too, but I don't think I'll be able to stealth or flying.
Totally normal human things.
So with me, because I could see at least dim light within 120.
right, Trip.
Yeah, I'll try to watch as
Well,
long as possible.
I mean,
too.
you guys were in the room, and they went out the window and took off in the other direction. So
How far is it from the ground?
From the floor that they're at? You mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's the second floor, so it's like maybe 20 feet down out the window.
We could climb the building and see if we can look at them where they're going. Bad idea.
No, I'm asking. It's just as you guys are sitting here discussing, they're flying away at whatever the speed is. So.
Yeah, I'll try to climb.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump out the window.
Yeah, I'll jump out too, and then I
So,
use my
since we
wings.
agreed that you guys were in the hallway, because especially had you climbed into his room where the door was mostly shut, it probably would have set off, both people would have seen. And while your stealth was amazing, opening a door in a room that the door was almost shut would probably have alerted somebody. You guys
And
go-
historically, I've been sleeping in closets, so
yeah,
probably don't get a big room.
Yeah. So, you guys book it to the window, and Ash hops out the window to the ground. Make me an acrobatics check since you do that.
Could I carry her, actually?
14.
She's already out the window, so.
Yeah, I mean, but if I were to use my wings, would I be able to carry her?
I'm gonna say no because it's specifically designed to just carry you.
Okay.
Then it would be, or if you could, you'd be at a very slow speed of movement.
Yeah, if you want, you can fly. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So,
I'll try
and
to
then
keep up.
You move to the window. But again, at this point, by the time it takes you guys to get to the window, to jump out the window and things like that, he's just flying, and she's trailing behind him. But you guys they're like flying off into the night, and they are tiny. They are like yay big bats, black bats in the night. It's quite hard to see, regardless of. I mean, they blend fairly well even with the dark vision, and they're booking it at quite the speed towards this warehouse. So, let's say, Amy, you jump out the window in your not stealthy form as a floating elf in the air with wings flapping behind you from a cloak.
Yeah.
And you hit the ground fine. You don't take any damage. You manage to kind of brace yourself as you hit the ground. And then, do you take off running, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll say make me a perception check. It will be at disadvantage because they're pretty much at or beyond your dark vision at this point because they have been moving pretty quickly.
Okay, so it'd be 10 anyway.
10. So,
Yeah.
you kind of, for a second, but it also is nighttime in a wooded town, so there may be other bats around, just as a function.
Do I fall in the wrong bed?
Amy, make me a perception check, also at disadvantage, because your dark vision isn't nearly as long as Light's is.
Wow.
Still good, although you're looking, and you can see Light kind of Ash taking off and running in a direction following a bat, but you don't actually see the bats because they are well beyond the range of your dark vision. But you do catch her running through the streets as you're flying up above.
I'll guess I follow her then. Maybe she's seen something.
Okay. So you guys are running after these bats. Hopefully you find these normal human bats flying through the sky.
We just spent 10 minutes talking about how they jumped out of a window to follow two bats. I'm just gonna point that out.
Yeah.
No, I'm aware.
We're filling time like pros right now.
That's
I mean-
all I need. So
In the game of the 4 girls, 1 DM, we spent 10 to, I think, 15 minutes talking about how to open the chest.
Mm-hmm.
That was epic.
Yeah,
We
it was.
spent at least 20 minutes probably trying to decide what do we do to open this chest we found in a cave.
Yeah. In the end, I just shoved it in my
It
rest of holding.
was just a chest run by like a giant, like a stupid hill giant. So
Was it even locked?
No,
That's the best.
there was a lock in it, but it wasn't locked. It was just in it because they didn't know to lock it. But they spent there like poking it with a spear trying to open this thing. And they spent 30 minutes trying to analyze grain in a silo because they,
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Players.
Yeah, I know.
Don't. I tell you.
So you guys, I'm gonna say you, Alex, you at this point we're gonna cut to you. You make it to the warehouse in your bat form.
Okay.
Would we remember actually that he was staring at a warehouse?
You would have, but you know, he's always been kind of a weird dude.
No, totally normal.
Totally normal human. I mean, he
Totally
wasn't
normal
even
human.
around when you summoned an evil pumpkin deity into. He was behind armor.
Yeah, it's true.
Actually, you don't know if he was because his armor wasn't shown in his illusion. So he was just in the town when you guys. Maybe he just likes to stare at warehouses. You know, when you go to town, you actually haven't spent that much time with him. You spend a lot more
I
time.
mean,
with him
some
in the woods.
people go bird watching.
He goes warehouse watching.
Is there a building that's suitably tall enough that I could perch from it with a good angle on said warehouse, as normal
Absolutely,
humans do?
because this is a Batman cartoon right now. So yes,
Exactly.
yes. This is the perfectly placed place where you can see through the kind of almost pale, translucent, whitish windows at the top of the warehouse, where there's a catwalk that you could see inside. That if you were to open
Perfect.
the window, you could jump in onto the catwalk and observe from up above.
Or when shit goes down, I can like swing down and just crash through that window and knock somebody off.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yep.
As normal humans do.
Mm-hmm. So, you watch, and as you're sitting there, another bat lands next to you.
I pay it no mind.
Yep.
Look, more bats. Bat.
I'm really fixated on that warehouse.
Yep. So, Light, make me another perception check.
Either 15 or 16.
Yep. Double 16s. So with your 15, it takes you a little while. So you will eventually find them, but he's been observed, like, it's going to take you a bit, because you're literally looking for 2 bats in the night. They are quite adept in a dark night. As you eventually find these guys. But most of your observing is going to go down, and you see through the window, Aleks sees kind of these people showing up, and there's like a definitely like a seemingly a guy who seems to be more in a position of power in like a suit, basically, talking to what can only be described as lackeys in bowler hats, because why not?
Of course.
And the one of them kind of like, you see him nodding, and he hands, and you see it. It's
Oh,
your hair grooming kit, and he hands it to the big boss man.
Time slows down and the metal glints for a
Yep.
brief moment.
Yep, as he hands it over, and then like time speeds up as he like puts it in his jacket pocket,
Oh, I track every movement he makes from then on.
and he kind of goes into the back room of the warehouse because they.
Oh man, he's dead.
So
Does that room have windows?
no, this one doesn't, because you need to
Hey.
go through the warehouse to get to the boss. That's how they all work.
Oh, and I probably gotta take out all the lackeys along the way
Yep,
too.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
what do you do?
Is there any sort of entryway on the roof of the warehouse?
Big enough for a man, no, but there is one big enough for a bat.
Oh, of
Since
course.
they can smush their spine down like a rat or a mouse to go through tight spaces.
I will use said crawl space to get into building.
So you, Shannon, you see Alex's bat form. And Light, this is actually what you managed to catch as the moon is set behind them. You see this bat fly over to the warehouse and this other bat fly over to the warehouse as well.
Okay.
Did I see the whole, like, giving the grooming kit to another person? Like,
Sure,
to
but
see-
you didn't really actually see, because Alec, you didn't tell them. Did you tell them it was your grooming kit that got stolen?
No.
Nope.
No,
No.
just an item.
Just an item. So you see this, but you don't actually even get a good look. Well, you never met him before, so you don't know that that's his kit. But yeah, you saw that in exchange of some small item to this other more prominent person. So
How long did it take us to get from there? Basically, it's like, what?
3 weeks.
you mean to get to this warehouse?
Yeah, from the tavern to the warehouse.
We'll say at your speed, kind of looking for them. We'll say it took 5 minutes.
Okay. I'm just going to reassure myself I want to stealth again.
Okay, go ahead. You still have Pass Without a Trace. Lasts for an hour. Yeah,
Nice.
do it. 39.
Yeah.
You're not even on this plane of existence anymore. You
Awesome.
sit stealthed onto the ethereal plane. Ghosts can't even see you right now with your 39.
Is there a way I could sneak in?
You... first of all, Amy, make me a perception check against a DC 30 stealth check.
I'm not gonna make this as like.
I'm sorry, DC 40, because you have a +1 on all rolls.
Yeah.
That's a 40 stealth
Yes.
check, folks.
40.
Amy, you try.
I'm gone.
You don't see. You were tracking her as she headed towards the vicinity of the warehouse, and then she just like you blink, and as you open your eyes, she's just gone. You have no idea where she went.
She walked across like the traffic, and a truck went by.
Yep,
And the truck passed. She was just gone.
She's just gone. What is even?
In this case, probably like a horse.
yeah, like a
or
horse
something.
wagon leaving at night.
No, a semi truck.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Through.
Garage.
So you stealth up through the ages. Time slows down. Time speeds up. You don't know where you are anymore, but you know that no one's gonna see you. You see that there is a door. There's a front door to this warehouse. There's like a raised up kind of like a garage door, and then like a small side door to the side.
Okay, so can I just like sneak through one of the doors?
And you get to the door, but the door's locked. And the other door is like a big garage door, so there's no way you're sneaking in there.
Yeah, and then you said there's another one? Another door?
There's a
Turned into
garage
a bat.
door, and then there's a singular, like, actual regular sized door, but that door is locked.
Okay,
But
is there
as you
any
look
like
around,
windows?
You see the window up on. There's no windows on the ground level. They're all up high.
I'm looking at that. I look at Evie and I'm like, okay. And I was like, I'm thinking, it's like I don't even have anything.
So while you're thinking about this,
Yeah, because I
I'm
have nothing.
I'm gonna jump to the bats as they squirm their way inside the warehouse. You're now inside the warehouse, flittering on like the eaves of the pointed roof of the warehouse. What do you do? Well, Alex, what do you do? Because you're the leader of this whole operation.
What? I crawled in already, though, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm saying you're flittering inside like the eaves.
Oh,
of the,
inside.
inside,
Gotcha. Well, how many lackeys do I see milling about?
4, one at each corner, apparently not paying attention to anything but the corner that they're staring at. So that if
Is this the Blair Witch?
no,
just staring
like
at
they're
the
off to the
corners?
side staring at the corner, basically. But then you notice as you flit around, every so often they turn and walk in almost like a square pattern, and then like reset, all looking away from each other.
They're patrol mobs.
Yes, basically, if you were to take them out timely and pull them back into the crates nearby, none of them would know that the other one was taken out.
Sounds like a perfect level.
Yes.
I will solve this level very fast.
All right.
Move on to the boss challenge after that.
Yeah, sure. So go. So what's your plan? So you move in.
Hang on, I'm reading what Katie put. When you kill the last guy, you have to stare him in the eye as you say, "Remember, wherever you go, there you are." Except he's going to say something, "Wherever I put you, that's where you'll stay."
There you go. So, anything else that you? So you're in this room. and you see these 4 mobs, basically, walking in their square pattern around the corner. Just, they stop each time that they get to the corner of the square, and they stop and they look around. And they move to the next one. They stop and they look around, and they just continue like this. And I will say at this point, you're focused on keeping an eye on their patterns, analyzing them with your great detective mind.
Yes.
And Shannon's bat form squeaks inside and is now flying around as well. But you're too busy tracking their patterns to see this.
Fair enough.
So, how would you like to approach this?
You said there's some boxes
Of course, there's
that I
crates.
can hide behind.
Absolutely.
I will go behind said box of crates and change back into my normal form.
And Shannon,
My
you see this.
my normal human form.
Your normal human form, yes. You see this happen.
And I'll wait for the first patrol to come around, and I'll try to grapple him and pull him back behind.
So you wait as he's making his way towards the corner, and you get your chance. So go ahead and make me an athletics check.
This is where I'm gonna fail miserably, by the way.
We shall see.
Because the only thing I have a good stat in is that persuasion. Maybe I can just whisper, "Shh, just go to sleep forever."
If you had suggestion, I would say yes. Do you have suggestion?
Here's my athletics check.
Guess what?
I did it.
This guy's like sneaking around, and you like around the throat, so he can't you're pressing against his windpipe, so he's like, and you just take him down over, and just this guy is dead. Not even a roll. You just got this guy.
Snap the neck, walk away.
Slapped in the corner, and Shannon, you witness all of this happen, and this is you've just met this guy, but this is terrifying, but also props, dude. That was awesome.
Also, just really confused.
Yeah.
One snap, one kill.
Yeah, one snap, one kill.
Silver
So,
thing or whatever.
does Shannon, do you do anything as you witness this happen in your bat form?
Hang out in bat form for a while and watch him.
All right.
What he's good doing.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check, Alex.
I'm also bad at that.
I'm gonna say if you have any rerolls, you have at least 2 instances of inspiration.
I do.
Or reroll, yes. So, hey Nick, thanks for coming and checking out the stream.
Guess I'll reroll. I don't really have much choice, do I?
Or hope that their perception is less than 6.
There we go.
Yeah, so you manage to fairly acrobatically climb over these boxes, and you make it to the other back corner there. And you're hiding behind a crate as you wait for the mob to walk around. And he gets into the perfect optimal position. Athletics check.
No snap. If only I had it reversed the other way.
Down. This guy's down. As if you've done this all your
Yes!
life. And you witness this,
All of my long, normal human life.
yes. And light, I would say, but he is just so quiet, you don't even hear any scuffle from the inside as you're trying to poke your way around, finding a way in.
How tall is it?
The building?
Yeah.
It's probably 25, 30 feet high, the building, let's say.
Is there anything that I can try to grab onto?
You can look over, you can see that there's another seemingly perfectly placed building right across the way from it that you can see that there's a window in there. Yeah, the bot's been derping all night, so... And there it goes, popping up in the wrong place. I'll fix
I know
that.
I used that command earlier, so I know it's not a permission.
Yeah, it just...
Oh, there it goes.
Did it work? Oh, well, there you go. It does... It's being stupid.
Here it stick.
Yeah, I'm basically doing that by resetting the bot. So, you can climb up onto the other building if you want Light to peek in the window to kind of see what's going on.
Okay, I'll do that.
Alright, as that happens, make me a stealth check, Alex, as you move to the next combatant.
Nice.
You do, and you again get into the opportune position. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
This is going swimmingly.
You shouldn't have... Well, here goes.
I tempt all fate. I don't know what should have.
Another guy down. Shannon, this
One
is
left.
just... Yeah, this is just absolutely insane, the precision at which he does this.
I imagine her reaction in the camera is the same reaction her character just...
So
In-
you
in bat form.
make me a stealth check on your way to the last. Okay.
Stealth.
Yeah, another stealth.
Oh no.
Then you have one more. Oh, you can reroll an actual one. You have a couple of those.
I got a crit and a fail in one roll.
But you do have a couple. You have at least, I think, 2 rerolls of a natural one. So that's like a freebie. You can reroll that one.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
So,
Nice.
at a very acrobatic tumble, you make your way over. Make your final athletics check.
No, no.
You do have one more use of inspiration.
We'll use it. That's better.
Oh, no! As you reach over to grab this guy, he turns, and an orange exclamation point appears above his head. Bring! And he sees you, and he's like, I'm gonna need you to, for the moment here, roll for initiative.
Oh no, it's a bat. Bat from hell.
Where am I at now?
You have since climbed up onto the window, and you're peering in. Make me a perception check.
18.
Ooh. 9 initiative. How's this guy gonna do? A 7! You
Nice.
act first.
Amazing.
So
Do I see this?
You see this kind of square off of those two staring at each other. And Alex, go ahead and make me whatever your move is.
I'm going to notch my bow.
Okay.
I'm going to cast blindness, deafness on him.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe that's not a good idea.
He can still talk if he's
Because he
blind.
can still talk.
Yes, he can.
Could have used invisibility. I forgot I had that.
That would have also helped.
Yeah.
With
But
the
we did
stealth-
it right.
That's fine. Yeah, you made it. You made it stealthily all the way around. You just didn't catch him on the grapple there.
I'm just gonna go for broke, and I'm going to lunge at him and bite his throat with my vampire jaw, which is an attack I have. I have a bite attack.
That's fine. Go for it. Roll me an attack roll for your vampire bite. A 16 will hit because this guy is just a mob lackey who doesn't have armor. So you hit with your 16 bite. Roll me damage for your bite.
Nope.
I'm just gonna click. You rolled another. That's 2 natural 20s that didn't get to get used.
I know what the heck.
That's 4 damage to this guy as you sink your fangs. You bite. You see bat form and you out the window. Like you see him bite. Like he just looks like a normal human male though, and he just bites into the neck of this guy. Anything else? You still have. I think you have another attack. He's hurting.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, I think you can bite with a second time. Sure. Let's say. Unless it's a bonus action, the bite, then you have 2 attacks.
I think I'm just gonna, while I'm kind of biting him, just bring up my clawed gauntlet and just stab it into the other side of his neck.
Okay. Yeah. Your clawed gauntlet hits with a 25. Go ahead and roll damage.
God dang it, I keep doing that.
It's fine. Yeah, so you bring it up and you sever the windpipe, and this guy just drops.
Like a
very
Japanese horror movie.
Yeah, like a very... Yeah, but it's silent. And you have... both of you see this happen as he stands up and stalks his way towards the back room.
Can I see the back room?
You can see the
Where?
door to the back room, yes.
And that guy, can I like hear if he's still in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you do. You hear him like moving files and stuff around.
Okay.
Stupid things.
Is there any other way in the room besides the door? You know, like sometimes like buildings have like an office area where like the ceiling is like lowered in a back area type of thing because it's like a
Unfortunately,
smaller room.
this one just has the door.
Okay.
How far am I from the windows? How many feet?
Probably, say like 10 to 15 feet. Like is the
So you can jump it.
You could definitely attempt to make that jump. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you make me an athletics check.
Okay. I'm actually going to hold something in my hand.
Oh, and what's that?
It's a movable rod.
Okay. All right. So you go ahead and make your jump.
Just in case.
Yep.
Back.
It's gonna be athletics.
Oh, athletics. Okay, perfect. 19.
Okay, so you vault and you jump, and you're like right at the window. You don't crash through it, but you're right there, and you're able to click your rod, so you're just like suspended right at the with one arm and like right at the window.
Perfect.
So as you do that, Shannon, you're still flitting about. Amy, you actually catch. You see this. She's pretty stealth, but as she leaps across the open air and clicks and hangs on this rod, you actually, out of the corner of your eye, catch and see Ash doing this in the air. For Aleks, though, you're at that door. So this is kind of all going to happen simultaneously. What do you do at the back door? To this back room. Aleks, that was you. So Homer.
Sorry, I was reading chat.
I noticed. I was watching you read chat.
What do you need?
You're at that door to the back room.
Oh, yeah. Is it locked?
No.
Does it have a locking mechanism, I guess is what I'm
It
asking.
does have a locking mechanism. It is not locked currently.
What kind of door? Is it just like a simple wooden door, or is it reinforced at all?
No, simple wooden door.
I think I'll just barge in.
Okay, so kick the door open then?
Not necessarily kick it, just,
Just
open it and run in.
So you open it and run in, and behind the desk is this man staring at you, and he kind of has a smirk on his face, like he might have been expecting, and he goes, You're the man, Batman. Which was a quote I had to say in a Batman voice to you. So it's paid out. There it is. The catchphrase I had to add and
Nice.
You see him run into this back room, Shannon and Ash from the window. And
gonna follow
as
him
you
in.
do this, as you burst into the back room, your hair trimming kit like perfectly placed on the table, he smirks, and then his form begins to shift and grow, and it's like, and it grows.
It's Clayface!
It's Clayface. It's
My old...
absolutely.
Is it really?
It's his last name he went by was Basil. His first name is Carlo, which is Clayface's name backwards because his real name is Basil Carlo, so I made it Carlo Basil. So
Good one.
but he's some form of strange ooze monster. As he
Normal human man.
I actually have an ooze monster. He looks basically just like that.
Nice.
So there you go. Perfect monster for the man bat to face.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Enjoying every second of this.
So go ahead and roll me initiative. I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative as well, even though you're not technically in the order just yet. But everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm flying in the air. I have no idea what to do.
18 for me.
I got a nice 11.
Okay.
Let me find my
Oh, I
character.
accidentally deleted the wrong character. Can I get you to roll me initiative, Shannon? There we go.
Wait, where's my character?
Your first one was a 9.
There it is.
So we'll give you your 9. And Celia
I'll
has
take the 13.
your 14, and then
18.
18 for you, Ash. I'll roll that and just add that in a second. 18 for Ash, and then what does Clayface have? He has a 7, exactly 7. So,
Nice.
we're we're not even sugarcoating it anymore. In the initiative order, his name is Clayface. Alright, so, Ash, at the window, you see him burst into the back room, but you don't see anything crazy happen. Because
Okay.
it's all kind of happening behind the door. So what would you do?
I guess for my movement or whatever, I want to get inside.
Okay, so you kind of
And
push the pane open, and the windows kind of open like at the bottom, so the top kind of slides like that. So it
Yeah, I
slides
thought so.
inward, so you can kind of climb your way in. And if you would like to make an acrobatics check, you can try to like flip in and unclick your rod all in one swift movement. Something Scarlet wishes she could do every time she tried to mount a
sure,
horse.
I will try that. Acrobatics?
Yep. Yeah, you managed
23.
to, like, in a kind of swinging one-handedly, like a gymnast, on the immovable rod, you kind of move, and on the upward swing, click the rod and land in a very Robin-esque manner on the top of a crate. If only
Ooh.
the man-bat knew of your dexterous prowess, perhaps there could be a future as a team.
I hope Shannon saw that though.
We're all
Yes,
sexy,
Shannon, you did
actually.
see this extremely fancy move in your bat form.
Nice.
Do you use a quarterstaff?
Well, she uses a small rod. That's immovable.
So, like a 1/8 staff.
Yes, basically.
It's-
Like, 2 of these together would be like a Nightwing baton. But,
Nice.
so, I'm gonna say that was your action to do that, Light, but you
No
still have
problem.
your movement.
Oh, I saw my movement. Okay.
You're high up
from
on these crates, so you'd have to, work your way down.
then I'll work my way down where I can see what he's looking at.
Okay, so you can work your way down to the ground floor. That's going to take about half of your movement. And you can move to the right to see in the back room. And you can only, because the way the door, it's just in the door frame, you can see, and you're moving towards the door, you can see him there staring at something, like, just out of your field of view, because it's kind of hidden behind the wall there.
No problem.
Okay, so that is going to be your turn. Drusilla, you see her do this fantastic acrobatic maneuver as she flips inside the window. What do you do?
I will clap actually. Hey, still on.
All right.
Good.
So you clap in the street at night.
Softly, not really. No, it's
Okay,
like a
alright.
soft clap.
So, I'll clap.
Yeah.
Mind clapping.
And then what do you do?
I'll try to follow.
Okay, you fly, because you can fly, you just fly in.
Woof!
And so you make it with your 30 feet of flight speed. I think it's only 30 feet.
I thought it was 60 actually.
At this point, I don't care. Sure, it's 60 feet. With 60 feet, you fly into the window, and you see...
Surprise!
Well, do you yell out surprise to an empty room with only light in it?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Alright. Alex,
I
you
feel
and
like we're
Clayface
done.
here from the other room. Surprise! Coming from the other room in a high-pitched elven female voice. And you both kind of turn like, what the hell's going on?
I mean, I don't. I'm fixated.
That's
If it
true.
distracts him, I take advantage of that. Because I'm the
Alright.
world's greatest man-bat detective guy. Normal
Alright,
human.
so, Amy, that's your move. That's your turn. Because I'm done. I
So
can't handle
clearly,
this.
Amy is Starfire.
Yes, so basically, to your Teen Titans crew, yes, she is Starfire. I was trying to think of a really good Starfire quote, but I can't. Like, we are doing the surprise, and runs inside and yells
Yes.
surprise. And at this moment, Alex, he turns to look at the wall to hear where the sound is, and you see your moment, and it's now your turn. He's not paying attention. What do you do?
Question.
Sure.
Is his office, was his back to, like, windows?
It's to a wall.
So it's not like an exterior room that we're in.
It is, but it's walled. Let me ask you this. Why do you ask?
Because I want to tackle him through the window like Batman would.
Guess what? There's a window now. And it leads out. If you tackle him, it'll actually... You know what? It's this kind of... It's not the whole length of the warehouse. It's only half. So when you tackle him out in through the glass window, it's in an area where all of your allies can see this.
Oh, so I'm like knocking him back into the warehouse.
Well, like, kind of, yeah, but rather than back into the warehouse, like, where you came in, it's out, like, the side. So
right,
it's in, like, the back corner. So they can see this, but you're kind of in a small corner. So go ahead and roll me an attack roll, I guess.
Should I just do like a straight dex roll
Sure.
as an attack roll?
Why not? This is all in good fun. It's for the kids.
For the kids?
Everything for the kids.
So that will hit. And as you dive into him, he is kind of like, you feel yourself stick in his kind of amorphous clay-like body. But you are you're just like, no, I'm the man-bat. Swear to me. And you tackle him and his clay-like body through the glass, and you, Shannon, Drusilla, Ash, you see as he just busts through this glass, tackling this large, amorphous clay blob. That's the wrong music. That's the right music.
You come here often? Nice seeing you.
You hitting on me?
So you tackle him through the glass. He's gonna take 5 points of piercing damage as the glass shards slap into his back as you push him through the glass. Count that as a singular attack. You still have another attack.
Should probably also ask, do you need a hand?
Well, you'll see what happens. He just tackled him through the glass for an area for all of you guys to see. So, go ahead and make me... You have another attack roll, because that was going to be one attack. So you do have another attack. And you would still have your bonus action as well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered. I have a staff that can summon dogs.
You do? Gotta remember all the stuff I gave you, because I don't, because I just was giving out shit like crazy, like it was candy.
No. I don't even have half the stuff you gave me written down, like the stuff of runes, and I have like daggers, a silver coffer, gold, a dog. I don't know, I just rowboats, 2 backpacks, more gold.
You got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I want to use the bonus action to initiate my Rite of Flame.
Okay.
So basically, my hands are on fire now.
Yep.
And I'm
Spiked
just...
gauntlets are on fire, let's say.
Yes, true.
Alright. You still have an
And
attack. That was a bonus action. After you tackle
Yep.
him through, you, like, get up and you cut your arms so the blood splashes on them and they lights on fire. Now,
What?
Go ahead and make your attacks.
I'm just gonna punch him square, straight on.
Alright. Make me an attack roll with your gauntlet. A 27 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 10 damage, and then go ahead and roll me your fire damage for
Another 3.
3. As you punch into him, though, you notice the fire doesn't seem to be affecting his clay form.
Damn it, I thought it would.
Yeah, it seems like he is immune to this fire. His clay can be... If a supreme amount of heat was placed all at once, it might harden him into a solid clay substance. But minimal pieces, he's able to just move the clay folds over and put the flames out almost as soon as they strike. but he does take the full damage from the gauntlets. So.
See, he's fired clay. I get it.
Yes. You figured that out because you're the greatest detective ever.
Greatest normal human male ever.
Greatest normal human male ever. Would you like to do anything else?
I think I am spent.
Yeah, alright. Shannon, it's your turn. You're still in bat form, though.
Yeah, how does it take an action to...
It doesn't at 5:30 in the morning.
Okay, well, I'm gonna drop that form then, and then cast Hold Monster on the clay guy.
Probably should have landed first.
Make me an acrobatics check. You drop bat form 25 feet in the air.
Sorry.
Yep.
I had to be
with the
an
most
ass.
epic
Suck it.
superhero
Oh my
landing, you
God.
just 3-point stance, hit the ground, take no damage from your epic
I am-
awesomeness.
I glance
Iron
at I look
Shannon.
at her and I do like a small little clap.
Yes,
for her.
Iron Shannon just into the ground, and then just like reaches out and goes to cast this Hold Monster on him. He's gonna make a Wisdom saving throw. What's the DC on that?
Wait, are you casting that on me?
16.
16 you said, right?
16.
Oh, he just... Oh no! He has a -4 to his wisdom.
Oh!
So,
Yes.
if that 16 is a 12. As you reach out and you see that Aleks, see his body just go, like, he's like mid, like big, muddy clay punch, and he just freezes. And you see his, like, eyes are darting left and right, and you see, having just superhero landed, this 2-foot, 4-inch halfling just reaching out in her best Darth Vader, just, like, holding him there. Shannon,
I'm gonna...
anything else?
No, I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm gonna shout out, basically, like, get back, and then... But that Hold Monster I cast with extended spells, so it'll last up to 2 minutes.
Okay, great. It's his turn, he can't do anything. Or can he make a save at the end of his turn?
At the end of his turn, he makes a Wisdom save.
Okay, at the end of his turn, he makes a Wisdom save. He fails. As he's restrained in place by your Hold Monster spell. Ash, it's your turn. What would you like to do? Light, still there?
Yeah, I'm here. So he's not whole.
No, he's held.
He is.
Attack rolls against him have advantage.
At the moment, he is my new
Favorite
favorite monster. Yep.
Sure.
I saw the fire.
Did not do anything to him.
Not doing anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my hunter's mark on him.
Sure. As a bonus action.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
We're walking him up.
yeah. So here is my oath bow. Or
That'll hit
20
for sure.
and 3d6.
Plus your oath bow damage.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, yeah,
just
forgot.
regular bow damage.
People.
Okay, so 11.
And then your hunter's mark damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
great.
this.
Way better.
Holy moly! Where's the?
Just roll a d6. It's fine.
Okay.
Why a 3d6 actually?
She does her oath bow does 3d6 damage to her favorite.
So +4. There you go.
Wow.
Somebody.
Can you try not to kill him?
So.
I wanna shoot him too.
Wow, yeah, you're doing great damage to this guy. So that was one attack. Go ahead. You have another one.
Okay. Here we go. Here's my oath bow.
That will also hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
10.
3d6 or 4d6
Ah.
technically.
Is it 46?
Well,
Yeah, with
3d6
the
plus
mark.
the mark.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that. $17.
Wow.
27 damage. So you see Aleks as you punch this guy, and you see these 2 arrows. You see him get hold, and then 2 arrows sticking into his clay form, which you wouldn't think would do as much damage, but for whatever reason, he's not resistant to piercing damage. I don't know why of all the damage types. So it does full
This
damage.
sinks in.
So that happens. So, like, did you have anything? That was your whole turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, it now is Starfire's turn. As
That
Artemis
laughter,
here,
Jesus.
Artemis here riddles him with arrows here, or whatever version of arrow you want to go with. Now it's Starfire's turn. What are you gonna do?
I'll make sure I'll be able to hit him, like shoot him properly, and yell, "I can see you guys in the hand," and then hit him with a mark,
Okay, Hunter's Mark.
and then shoot him.
Okay, go ahead and roll me two attack.
3.
3. Yeah. Actually, no, because you flying in was technically the first round of combat, so this would just be 2 attacks.
Okay.
24 will hit, so go ahead and roll me your damage. 13 plus a d6.
Ah.
15 damage. Alright, you again hit him with an arrow. Just arrows. It's like the whole freaking Arsenal team is here. Arsenal, Arrow, Speedy, everybody's here. Starfire, Speedy, it's crazy. No one knows what's going on. It's some weird alternate reality. And then roll me your second attack. Alright, next, go ahead and roll your damage. 24 hits.
Oh,
12
it's
plus your
12.
mark.
If I type it correctly, yes. And there we go again. Here's the one.
So, alright, that's not the right number at all. Okay, so that is, that's the end of your turn. Alex, it's your turn.
Hi guys.
Your teammates have done quite a bit of damage to this guy. What do?
Oh, I was gonna be very upset if they killed it before I did.
Yep, I figured. So it's your turn. What do?
I basically tell him, back off, this one's mine.
Alright, he says that to all of you guys.
Okay. Fine. Don't try your prey.
So go
And
ahead.
then I just start, I activate my other bonus action of, the Blood Curse of the Marked.
That's where you do
So
extra damage,
all, yeah, it doubles my Crimson Right damage.
right? Fair enough.
And if he
Remember-
has any resistance to it, they are no longer resistant to it.
He is immune to it, though. You realize he took no damage from it. So fire.
Oh, well, I
will-
thought you said he took damage. He
From
just
the
was.
punch. From not
Ah,
from
okay.
fire.
Okay, then I guess I won't do that if I'm aware of that fact.
You will say you're the greatest detective in all of Faerun. You figured that out.
Of course. Well, it's important to know that because I have to damage myself to do that.
yeah, exactly.
So I will do that. Well, I guess I wouldn't do if I'm not going to do that. I would try using my other right, which does cold damage, and see if that works.
Okay, so you switch to the cold right.
Yep.
So that's your bonus action now. You make 2 attacks at advantage because he is held.
That should be fun.
I'm gonna guess, yeah, it probably will be. So, guess what? You're within 5 feet. This is an automatic critical hit because he's paralyzed.
Wow.
Go
Nice.
ahead and roll me a
You're
percentile.
welcome.
Plus.
Plus your plus 10. So 81.
Shady one.
As you punch out at this guy, fortunately nobody else is nearby, but he's incapacitated from your sheer just shock of your punch. He would automatically provoke attacks of opportunity from anybody within 5 feet of him, but you're the only one. It does double damage, so go ahead and roll me your clawed. It's a critical hit, so... that
Do I double it or roll it
just
twice?
roll me another d8, and then we'll roll your Crimson Right die twice.
Okay.
And then one more. So 6, 20 damage. He looks exceptionally rough right now. You feel like if you're going to make this final attack, and you feel like you're probably going to hit, if you had any last words for this villain, now's the time to do them.
What's a witty Clayface line?
I don't know.
Gizmo for the following. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I was hoping I'd have a quick
Google search of
a quick
clay-based
Google,
pose.
but I didn't see it.
Let's make a clay-based pun.
Yeah, I think I had one in my head. I was just kind of hoping I'd find something else. Just
Now you can see what you truly mold into.
yeah, actually, it was gonna be a mold-based pun. Time to mold you a new face. And
Nice.
I think I would like to invoke my bite attack for the final attack.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me an attack
It-
at advantage. A 14. 14
Is that a
hits.
miss?
It's a hit, and it's an automatic critical, so go ahead and roll me on the table, too.
Wow.
So a percentile.
Push that.
103.
Wow.
That's new.
He's got to make a Constitution saving throw, or instantly die.
Yes.
If he passes the con save, he takes quadruple damage anyway. So,
Oh, that's right.
So 24 damage?
T-Rex.
yeah. He's gonna make. Does have a decent. He just makes the saving throw.
Can we
doesn't-
fill him? Or no?
I already rolled, so.
Yeah, it's yeah, and
But
it's probably dying
you
too.
punch out and it does. Yeah, we'll just quadruple it. So it's 24 damage from the bite as you kind of rip his clay throat out, and he just drops to the ground and kind of dissolves from what was once a solid form, and his face kind of like, and like the eye and the teeth kind of like dissolve into a puddle of clay as you rip out the throat, and the clay spatters the wall, almost as if a blood spray for a normal person. There's a clay spray.
Normal human person.
Normal human person.
No person.
There's a clay spray along the wall. So, what would you like to do now? You guys have all witnessed all this happen.
Loot him.
I followed up by spitting out whatever clay is left on my face.
Alright, fair enough.
Loot him. Loot his face. Oh,
Well, his body is
bloody,
made
but-
of clay. He doesn't really have
Yeah.
items on
I loot the warehouse.
yeah.
him. Alright,
Loot the warehouse.
so, here's what's
Go
gonna
back
happen.
and get that grooming kit before anybody even thinks about taking it.
Since we are coming up, we're getting closer to the end of this round, and this Shannon, Laura, when in Rome, is leaving us. We're going to start to wind down as Jal will jump back in for the 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. slot in just a bit. What's going to happen in this time is you go and find your kit, your grooming kit. You get it back. It's your kit. It's seemingly unharmed.
Thank God there's no one left to kill.
So you have your grooming kit, and you're able to kind of search through his office, while the other, at least Shannon, I don't know about the other ones of you, start searching through the boxes and
I
things
do.
in the warehouse to see what you can find.
Yeah, I'll
I
look
cannot
through.
resist not looting.
I like how their reaction to me just going full vampire in front of him is, time to loot this warehouse he cleared out.
We're adventurers. What do you expect?
Sure.
But you never know. You never know what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
Perception checks. Well, really, Ash is just more interested in questioning Drusilla with her smelling like pumpkin spice. That's more on her mind than the
Yes.
fact that you just ripped
Yes,
two guys'
yes.
throats out with your teeth. She's like, that bitch smells like pumpkin. I don't trust her at all.
You're a really sweet
25.
ranger of the Enclave. really
Yes,
getting rid
and
of
the
that.
mentor to her.
Yeah. A really nice mentor.
Can I get perception checks from Shannon and Alex as well? Some perception there for Alex, and then we'll get everybody.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say Alex.
Yep, that's my bad.
He's not so good at perceiving.
No. So, Ash,
Oh.
Drusilla, and Shannon, you find a lot of false grooming kits that are cheaply made, mostly made out of some like really easily breakable material. The combs almost snap apart in your hands as you pick them up. The scissors.
They're made by gnomes in Cormyr.
Yeah. They're not very great. The scissors almost like as you go to like cut with the scissors, the kind of bolt in the middle that holds the two blades together just like falls apart and it just becomes two halves of scissors.
Or breaks apart in half.
So they break apart. But amidst the searching, you guys do find a couple of interesting things. You do come across just scattered in the various things and kind of maybe on the bodies of the 4 killed mooks that are in this warehouse. You each stumble upon about 50 gold pieces each.
Yay!
I totally need it.
And as you dig through the bottom and get to the kind of, as you get past the counterfeit grooming kits, you do find Shannon finds a box, several crates full of actually highly pristine grooming kits, made of dwarven craft from Mithril Hall. Quite powerful, because dwarves do have quite a beard to maintain. A grooming kit is extremely important. So you get the feeling that they were kind of using, probably these are stolen, but they also were working on a swapping out good with cheap to try to kind of extend their profit. And while the rest of you, because this is kind of Shannon's thing, I'm basically going to say at the end of this, Shannon is able to purchase this warehouse.
Yep.
All contents within like a state sale. So now you have a bar in Neverwinter and a warehouse in Longsaddle where you can sell. You're basically selling grooming kits, and you're just becoming like an entrepreneur, like not even a crime boss, the halfling queen in true sense of the word.
Yep, it's gonna be awesome. I have a totally like.
How is the man bat not that person?
Well, because the man bat didn't stumble upon a wish that gave him mass riches.
But I'm Wayne Bruce.
You're not. You're delusional.
You do find several shipping manifests in the back room that kind of give you an idea, which you very stealthily, because you're by yourself back there, kind of tuck away. Like, I could probably use these to kind of get some serious money by figuring out where these buyers are. And if you hit and take out these other potential criminals in the future, you might be able to use this to amass enough wealth to become the true Wayne Bruce. You do, however, find amongst his desk there's a wand, a kind of metal wand in the desk, the likes of which you have never seen.
It's a vibrator.
Yes, in the desk drawer. You do find also a dagger in the other drawer. It seems to drip poison from the blade.
That seems messy.
As you pick it up. Not like constantly dripping, just like there's a single black drip of liquid that hits the table. You also find a ring. Go ahead and roll me a d30.
It's like, is it an infinity ring?
Oh, you guys, I've decided I was doing at least one every 3 hours. Sometimes I've done multiple, because they're so fun.
Right, did I find that?
You did, in the desk drawer. So 1d30, please. 14.
Infinity ring of bats. Make it happen.
This one has... this infinity ring has a stein on the side of it. Like a beer stein.
Well, that's bad.
Yes, it is. What you notice, you have, probably a couple of water skins on your person. As you notice, I'll just tell you what this is. As you put it on, the one water skin that you contain now only has beer in it, and it's a bottomless fountain of beer. So, like, even though it had water in it before, it now only contains beer. You can, like, turn it upside down and just pour it, and just beer constantly comes out of it.
You have a beer bed now.
So.
Well, I kind of determined, like, at another point that, that I wouldn't really... I'd be a mean drunk, but when I drink blood, like, I get blood drunk. And that's when I was going to get mean, so it wasn't actually alcohol that I thought would do it.
You know what? That's fine. I'm just telling you that that's the infinity ring that you have.
I'm just saying, because
It's ironic.
Katie's like, drink.
Well, I tell you what. If you go out and you tell people, you could probably give this to Miss Shannon, and her beer tavern would be
gonna say I'll buy it off of you, but I
I
don't
was
know
gonna say,
that
if
you
you
have
want,
it.
she's pretty rich. She could probably buy that, and that'll basically give her an infinite supply of alcohol at her bar. Possibly to start, Bruce Industries, rather.
Yeah.
The ongoing, fund the research and development division of Bruce Industries.
I could finally get my fancy fanny pack
There you go.
of utility.
Yes. So you have all that. That's what you find in his room, in his office there. And then we're gonna say that Drusilla and Ash, you guys find some things. Screw it. You each find a ring too, because we're getting close to the end. So.
Yay, more rings. Rings aplenty.
Katie, it's like a standard ale. It's nothing fancy, but it's like it's not like crap beer, but it's not like crazy stuff. It's like a decent light beer. So I need both Light and Amy to roll me a d30. All right, so. Drusilla, you find a ring with... Oh, I love this. You find a ring with a dotted line image of a person on it. It's like a little stick figure, like a little kind of like meeple sort of type figure that looks like a person on like a bathroom sign, but it's all like in dotted lines. And,
I'll put it on.
You put it on, and you go invisible. Except only your skin, nothing that you wear. So if you strip down stark naked, you will be completely invisible while you wear this ring. But anything you wear is not.
Am I in the room when that happens?
You'll have just like walked out as you see her put on the ring, and her body, like you still see like the traditional Invisible Man, like her armor, her weapons, and everything are still there, but her face, her hands, those turn invisible.
So I can see her veins now.
No, her whole skin is invisible. You can't see the veins.
It's just armor.
Yeah, but aren't there like arteries and stuff underneath the skin that you see?
Oh, I mean, like she's like completely transparent. Any
That
part
body
of her is completely like you can't see any of her, like her body.
Oh, you kept saying skin, so I just imagined like
I'm
only
sorry, that
the
was my
skin
mistake.
was invisible.
Yeah.
But you
No,
see
that
like
was
the
my
skull,
mistake.
the eyes.
Spoopy skeleton.
Yes,
No,
no,
that-
exposed.
I like my version better.
Yeah, well, any exposed skin, I should say, becomes
Giggity.
like you don't see her her legs because her legs are covered by pants, but like her armor and everything is floating. So there are just like sleeves that end at the wrist, and there is.
You see butternut in my hair floating.
You see a little golden hamster floating on nothing. Like there's a neck of armor that ends an invisible space, and then a floating hamster just sitting there at the top.
Hamster's probably freaking out.
Yeah, it's losing its shit
What
right
it's sitting
now.
at.
And Light, you find a
Pooping.
ring with a symbol of a goat on it.
Okay.
Pour it on.
I go ahead. I put it on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me
As you
too.
put it on, immediately nothing strikes you. Right now, things seem to be fine. You'll get into that
You talk.
in just.
Maybe you talk like a god.
As soon as you start trying to talk,
You said like a god.
it turns you immediately into YouTube goat videos. So whenever you sing, whenever you sing, it's just goats buying.
Well, we'll see what happens with that in just a bit. Do you say anything to the group as you step out of the back room? Man-Bat.
Mm,
Or do you guys say anything to him?
I think when there's like a lull in like the immediate combat, I think the first thing I would say was, I told you guys to sleep. I had this handled.
I get close to him. I arch my eyebrow at him,
Mhm.
and because my eyes are glowing this green, I just look at him, And I nod. Because I know something. It might not be like what he... I mean, I seen some stuff.
Yeah.
And he holds secrets. So I'm going to keep it to myself. And I'm going to be like, okay. And I'm going to walk away.
Could I maybe look for my preferred enemy?
You could, but I'm gonna ask you this: why would you do that all of a sudden, out of nowhere? Or are you doing this because you have had a suspicion for a long time?
I have a suspicion.
You did it earlier, remember?
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
I've been doing it for a while now.
So yeah, in the room you're in, you get the sense of an undead.
I turn into a bat and fly away.
So like, you're a part of the team. We can't just abandon you, even if you need to do something. We always have your back.
You're saying all this stuff, and Ash is just like, that fucking bitch smells like pumpkin, I swear to God.
I don't even know what this guy is, but he definitely doesn't smell like pumpkins.
So he's okay in my book.
I should say that I would have washed butternut in the pumpkin shampoo as well, so he smells like it too.
Alright, so the hamster also smells like pumpkin.
Yeah.
His golden hair is fabulous.
Yeah, it is.
So, for right now, we'll say that this is pretty much what you guys find in here. I'm gonna say you also find like a couple of greater healing potions. We'll say 6 greater healing potions between all of the things between the 4 of you. You find crates and them on the mooks and maybe in the back room. So, just throw that out there. Did you have something you were gonna say, Alex?
I was gonna say I have like 6. I haven't used a single one yet.
Well, you've got them, so you never know what's gonna happen. There's a big fight coming up eventually.
Yeah, we're gonna chuck him. Drink.
As we're bringing this to a close, we're going to bring Jal back in here in just a bit. But first, I wanted to just give a big thank you to Laura or Shannon or Winenro, whichever you prefer, for coming back and staying up with us. It looks like you're pretty tired looking from what I can tell over there. It's hard for me to tell if your eyes were actually open or
yeah, they
shut,
were open.
and I'm like sitting there and like you were nodding along and I'm like, okay, so she's not asleep. But I almost thought for a second that you were. So
no, she's shaking her head in disapproval.
yeah. Thank you so much for coming out and playing. For a total of 9 hours you were here with us today. Super great. It was awesome to have you here. Let's, again, one more time. You don't really do anything on the internet at the current moment, but a round of applause for your awesomeness and your wealth will know no bounds, as you now have acquired a warehouse and a bar. Just on a roll here. Did you have
basically get the warehouse for free, or did I pay for it?
Sure. Why not?
Papers.
Sorry, find the deed, you know.
Yeah, basically what happens is this was part of the crime ring that was ruining the small town and keeping them under their thumb. And some mysterious vigilantes in the night freed the town of their oppressors. And they thought nothing of when the halfling said that she wanted to purchase this, because they're like, yeah, whatever, we don't understand any of that, so...
Just take it. Just take it.
Whatever, take it. We're so happy to be free.
All the men were like, you're pretty hot too, so...
Yeah, exactly. Tell us a little bit of what you thought about the game so far, and Jala's coming back in, any kind of advice you would say to him as he rejoins the group after hiatus.
I had a lot of fun playing this. I had a lot of fun playing a spellcaster because I haven't done that in a really long time. Pretty much only play rangers. But good I didn't play a ranger because then we would have had so many rangers.
3 rangers.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Even though I was really sick, I still had a lot of fun. And advice for Jal would be, do something crazy. Like, it's kind of fun.
Like not being a pumpkin anymore.
Yeah, don't be
Crazy.
A pumpkin
I know, right?
Find your fairy godmother and
Yes.
get that fixed.
There you go. Alright, well, once again, thank you for coming out and playing with us. We had a blast having you here. We're going to go on another short break as the rest of the group levels up, as we bring Jal back in. Everybody runs off and grabs snacks or coffee or energy drinks or whatever they need to power through the last 6 hours, guys. 6 hours.
It's awesome.
We're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So, I'm going to let you guys handle all that. Let's see. Homer, Light, and AB, you all level up to level 11 right now.
Very nice.
Jal, you'll be coming back in at level 11. I'm going to just swap the overlay real quick to put Jal back in. I think I have...
I'll be right back.
Alright, yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
I hope you feel better, Shannon. Shannon, you know.
You should shoot a message in Discord.
Oh, brother.
It's just something because I want to make my introduction in the
That's
particular
fine.
way.
I saw your message that you said something about it. I'm gonna let that happen, whatever it is, I don't care.
Yeah.
You're so invested at this point.
I'm
Oh my
invested
God.
in the story
It's-
because I
it's
want
the
to
return
see it
of Rurik,
completed,
yeah.
but like I'm not ready to nitpick things at this point. So I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna throw up the BRB here for a second. Switch our music here. Mute myself, throw up our BRB message.
I did it again.